Hey, let's go join Chef Charles in the kitchen because he's working on really what is an Indiana staple in the pork tenderloin. But this one's a little bit different, right, Chef? Because you're not doing like the basic, you know, pound it out and make it incredibly flat. I mean, this is like a real, like,
oh, they're cute.
That's exactly right. So what we're doing here is we have the actual pork tenderloin. So what this is the equivalent of a beef tenderloin, which is what you make filet mignon out of.
Okay.
So this is the pork filet mignon. When you get those big, giant, hubcap-sized tenderloins with a bun the size of that, I never understood that, by the way. They're using pork loin. Okay. And they pound it out. This is actually the tenderloin.
Okay.
So it's really inexpensive. I think I got 2 loins for about $8.
Oh, wow.
Right? And so we're going to shoot 2 great dishes for it. Today, first off, we're going to do pork tenderloin. So playing on the Indiana favorite, what I did here is I'm making thin slices on the bias like this. And you can see it's so tender it just kind of smashes out by itself. You don't have to do anything, right? And so what we're going to do here is you have your standard breading station, which is dry, wet, dry.
Okay.
It's always dry, wet, dry. So we've got some seasoned flour. Then you go into an egg wash, which is about 2 eggs beaten with a little bit of water.
Okay.
And then we have some white breadcrumbs, fresh white breadcrumbs. Sometimes they're called Japanese breadcrumbs.
Okay.
And you just kind of press it in there. I like to keep one hand fully clean. That way you can do whatever you want there. And you'll see this is going to start browning up here. Okay, and it just takes a couple minutes on each side because they're so thin. Right. But this is something cool that you can do it with parties. You can kind of get the family involved and you can make different toppings. Today I made some overnight pickles.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then we have some honey Dijon that I made, and you're never going to guess the ingredients of the honey Dijon.
Let me guess. Is it honey and maybe Dijon?
You got it.
Man,
how would you ever know, right?
Listen, came up with that all by myself.
Now, you can add some other stuff, but in simplicity form, it's truly just honey and mustard, right? Honey mustard is honey and mustard. So we're going to get this going here. You can see how it comes together real fast, and it already starts to brown. I went ahead and did a couple of ahead of time so you guys can taste them. Now, let's talk about buns real quick.
Yes.
These are brioche buns. You can get whatever you like, but I like to toast the buns. Anytime we have a sandwich, it helps create a little bit of durability with the bun.
Right.
And it doesn't just all kind of mush together, right? So
Sog blocker.
That's right. That's right.
Dude, that's what he was talking about earlier.
Yes, that's
exactly. Then you get
right.
like the sogginess, like the sauce, the pickle juice, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And you're just like pushing through the bun.
It is the sog blocker. That's right. I think you just, we can create a t-shirt or something.
Yeah,
right?
that's a great idea.
That's
Hashtag
right.
Sog blocker.
So this takes a couple of minutes on each side. We're going to let this go, but I'm going to go ahead and build a sandwich for you here. That way you guys can go ahead and get to tasting here.
So cute.
So
I love how little it is.
There you go, one, and there's another one. Now, again, these pickles here, real quick, what I did, I just had some English cucumbers and onions.
Okay.
And I took equal parts cider vinegar and water, brought it to a temperature, and then added a little bit of brown sugar. Okay?
Yum.
And that's that simple. Right?
I'm going to love
easy.
that.
You can see that. And you can call it overnight pickles, next day pickles, whatever you want.
You know what this is going to be perfect for? The NFL season kicks off this week. Everyone's always trying to have those tailgate sandwiches.
This is the perfect football snack right here. Look at that right there.
Oh, my gosh.
And there you are. Now, you're welcome to get down with that. Put the top bun on there. And again, you can see, going back to the tenderloin, you can see how fast these come together.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
First of all, those pickles are stupid.
They're so good.
That's insane. Thank you. But that's like such an easy bite, too. Like you're not tearing into it or...
Yeah, and you see how tender the pork loin is. Again, it's actual tenderloin, right?
Yeah.
So you can see how fast these brown up. And you can do a bunch of these ahead of time and then just put a little foil on them and keep them warm in the oven. That way when your party gets there or whatever you want to do, you can do that. You can certainly do different toppings. This is just kind of the simple traditional take on a pork tenderloin.
Sure.
But you can have a bunch of different things out there that people like.
You know what I love and is also slightly annoying to me is the fact that you battered these so easily. When I do it, I'm like pulling stuff off my hands. I'm washing my hands 4 different times in between because we get it. How did you do that? You just kept one?
I kept one. Yeah, I put a glove on one, and then I just keep one clean for whatever you need it for, right?
So smart.
It took a while to learn that. It didn't think I did that the first time I ever did this. So.
I'm still figuring it out. I promise you, next time I do it, I'm still going to do it the same way I've always done it. I'll be like, how did he do it?
But you can see how fast that came together, right?
Right.
Oh.
That looks delicious.
Doesn't that look beautiful?
Those look fantastic. Okay, so in the next segment, we're going to do more with the tenderloin.
That's right. We're going to make pork tacos, and I did a jalapeno corn relish, and then we have our fire roasted ranch dressing to put on top.
Your ranch is amazing.
It is.
Thank you very much.
It is some of the best ranch.
You got to get some of this stuff.
Chef Charles, thank you. As always, we certainly appreciate you.